Innovation hubs play an important role in helping to deepen technology adoption, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa. My guest on the show is helping to coordinate the efforts of a forward-thinking community that has identified the need to invest in a modern facility that will give young people in that community an opportunity to aspire. More on this on the interview segment, plus a lot more lined up for you on today's show. This is Tech Trends, and I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.
We live in an age of innovation where digital technology is providing solutions to problems before we've even realized we needed them.
"15-year-old Abida Alabi, an SS2 student of Jakonde Estate Comprehensive Senior College, Abeson Ipaja, with some of her schoolmates, have developed an electronic trash bot. Using easily accessible materials, they creatively make one as part of their efforts to make an impact on their immediate surroundings.
We realized this is the school environment. Looking around, you see different dirt materials. So we decided to create something that it would be attractive. You know, most people, they see a dustbin there. Like, that mindset of just going there and dropping it is stressful to them. But when they know the thing will just open, then they throw it in, then they'll be excited to use it.
The e-trash bot is a device that aids the proper disposal of refuse, reducing the cost and frequency of waste collection.
When we want to make the trash bots, the original dustbin, the cover, it's too heavy for the lift to bring it up. So we decided to get something lighter, like waste from a printer's workshop. So we used the waste since it was lighter. Then we cut it into the preferred shape that we wanted. Then we put the sticker all over it. Then we realized it was going to work. Then for the lift, the rope that was supposed to lift it up, not just any rope can lift it up. But then we realized why not use something that's thin and at the same time strong. So we decided to get the trine from shoemakers to lift it up. So that worked too.
Apart from creating the e-trash bots to aid the disposal of refuse and also change the mindset of people in our community, Abida and her team have also developed a smart walker for the visually impaired and a maternal care website.
We decided to just create something that would enable the people to be independent on their own. It comes with a light that will enable other people around the blind person know that someone is coming, and also the poster that will alert the person of the obstacle in front. We are working on the maternal care web app. It's a website which enables pregnant women and expecting mothers to have access to certified and quality hospitals and medical health care. Then on the app, we also have the postpartum services, because some people, even after safe delivery, their children still die or they themselves die. So the postpartum service will enable us keeping track with the pregnant woman within 0 to 6 weeks after the childbirth to ensure that the mother and the baby are both safe.
Abida, who would love to become a computer programmer, a writer and a motivational speaker in future, intends to pass whatever knowledge she acquires this period to her peers.
Offa community in Kwara South Senatorial District of Kwara State is known for its self-help projects in the provision of social amenities. The latest is the multi-sectoral industrial park set up with an ICT innovation hub to cater to entrepreneurs engaged in diverse production areas. The One Innovation Hub is an integral part of the park established by the Offa Descendants Union, and indigents of Offa and its environs are expected to benefit from it. With its technology and entrepreneur training programs, the center will provide critical skills, funding and support in ICT and business ventures to entrepreneurs.
One Innovation Hub is a fallout of the first of economic summit that was held between 28th and 29th of November 2018. The One Innovation Hub is the first section of the multi-sectorial industrial park that will be equipped with 5 production zones to cater for entrepreneurs who will be engaged in the processing of agricultural products, solid minerals, production of polymer-based products, and creative industry ventures.
This facility will trigger the innovation capacity and creative capacity of our people. And it's tantamount to like launching this ship to the space. You know, this is like a launch site where our people can explore the world. This facility will trigger the innovation capacity and creative capacity of our people.
We are grateful to God for the present crop of leadership that we have in the ODU. And we are praying on behalf of His Royal Majesty that God will continue to endow this leadership with more opportunity for further development. And long life, good health for all of you that have been doing wonderful work. You are too many for me to mention. And you know it, you know yourselves. Because we are, on behalf of His Royal Majesty, you all know yourselves and we know you and God knows you too. So we thank you for what you are doing to bring Offa into this limelight, not just for the fun, but for reality and for futuristic positioning, because what you're doing is futuristically positioning Offa. Has not been done by any other community.
The ICT Center, which is now in use, aims to train 60,000 students across board in the first 5 years on robotics, artificial intelligence, coding, among others.
We want to bring all the students that have some potentials and how to transform that potential into the ICT solutions to address the immediate community and environment challenges through the use of ICT.
We have a series of ideas which we've acknowledged here and we are basically working on, which are part of the things that I personally have gained. There is a platform that is dealing with the agricultural tokenization system, which means we are rearranging the agricultural management system in Nigeria. The effects and the benefit are there, and we are a developing program which will compete globally.
The hub, which will complement the government-built center in Ilorin, is the first phase of the project and is expected to transform the community and provide youths with employment opportunities in this digital age. Inspired at first by a desire to beat their city's notorious traffic, a group of Cambodian students has designed a prototype drone that they hope can eventually be used to ferry people from Phnom Penh and even help fight fires. With 8 propellers and using a school chair for the pilot's seat, the drone was developed by students at the National Polytechnic Institute of Cambodia on the outskirts of the capital. The drone, which its development team has dubbed the NPIC Human Carrier Drone, is currently at an early stage of development and testing. Equipped with 4 batteries, the prototype drone can carry a pilot weighing up to 60 kg and fly as high as 4 meters and for about 10 minutes.
In
Phnom Penh City, we have big problems related to traffic. So we did some research about this before building the drone. So we came up with this drone project. As we had this idea that we wanted to solve some problems for our society by making a taxi drone and invent drones for firefighters.
The prototype drone has taken around $20,000 in 3 years to build, and the students estimate it needs at least 2 more years before it's completely ready and fully tested. Sarin Sereyatva, Head of Research and Development Technology at NPIC, says that the school is currently trying to secure more investments for the projects and that the COVID-19 pandemic has significantly delayed development and testing. Once the prototype is finished, however, the school hopes that it can be applied to practical usage in everyday life.
In principle, if we make one drone, the cost is expensive. But if we make them to sell on the market, the cost will go down because we have done our research. So when we invest to build one drone, then the cost goes higher.
According to Sereyatva, the school still plans to build a firefighting drone prototype, a project which may cost up to $40,000. The team is also making improvements to the design and functions of the original carrier drone, such as adding more propellers. A fleet of yellow robots powered by artificial intelligence has tripled mail sorting at Greece Postal Service. The 55 small, four-wheeled autonomous mobile robots whiz around Hellenic Post's sorting center in the northern Athens suburb of Krioneri as part of the state-owned company's digital restructuring program, partly aimed at handling increasing volumes of parcels from online purchases. The robots automatically scan the postal code, weighing the package, and directed by sensors, empty it into the corresponding mail sacks set up around a platform in the sorting center.
Up until recently, sorting has been carried out by manual labor, with a high demand in time, often with errors occurring, causing delivery delay for our customers, and increased costs for the company. The end result is a threefold increase in sorting speed of parcels, ensuring next-day delivery for our customers. These autonomous mobile robots are energy efficient, thus directly reducing the energy consumption of the sorting process, and that way allowing us to take a greener approach to operations.
Up to 80% of parcel sorting has been relegated to the yellow robots, increasing sorting speed by 250%.
The purpose is not to replace human workers with robots, but rather to augment human workforces to make them more efficient.
The robots can handle as many as 168,000 parcels, weighing up to 15 kilos daily. Every 4 hours, they need recharging, which takes 5 minutes.
Taufik, glad to have you on Tech Trends today.
Thank you very much, CFA.
So let's start by understanding your views on the innovation ecosystem in the country today.
Interesting, CFA. This is something I believe we've been going back and forth on for a couple of years now. The innovation ecosystem is beginning to, ramp up. It's been quite a lot of activities, particularly from the private sector. The public is also trying the best. But if you look at the entire ecosystem for innovation, there are about 6 to 7 different components. We start from the youth, and these are the key people that we want to focus on. We look at the government for their enabling environment, as well as the policy and the other things. We look at the private sectors, that's the industry, where we're looking at the youth to go into. Then the educational system as well, that should play a major role in terms of grooming these kids, as well as working together with the private sectors, ensuring that they're able to get jobs, and the government provided them enabling environment. Then we also look at the multinational enterprises, the grants from coming out of NGOs, the donors, and the sponsors and the likes. So it's everybody coming together to play their role in terms of ensuring the innovation ecosystem is robust enough.
Let's also understand what you think about the fact that before now, a lot of concentration have been in Lagos and Abuja, and maybe one or two other cities. What is your thought on that?
Very beautiful question, CFA. Before I go into that, I would like to just establish very clearly that I come from a very rural background, and I cherish it a lot. And I've traveled far and wide. I've lived in major cities in the whole world. And each time I go out, I still think back home. My reference point is always the rural area in Nigeria, and that's where I come from. Now, having said that, we know that for sure that if you look at the demography again, the population of the urban center to the rural areas is about 50-50 now. So that means we've got quite a lot of people in the rural areas. And I believe if we take very good statistics, if we do the census properly, it's probably going to be 70-30, because when they're doing the census and counting heads, people in the rural areas, they don't care. They just kind of continue with their things. You can only do the best estimate kind of thing. So I would say, if I wear the hat of being pragmatic, it's 70% in the rural areas, and we've got 30 in the urban centers. Unfortunately, because the urban centers are where we've got the decision makers and where we've got the major industries, people tend to gravitate towards that. That's where people can get jobs. Now with globalization, with access to the internet, with innovation coming up, you don't even have to leave your homes. And COVID-19 has really demonstrated that in 2020, where everybody started working from home. So we've got a lot of people now doing like 2 or 3 jobs, doing everything right in their basement or in their sitting room, wearing their pajamas all day. They don't have to go out, and they're delivering even much more than when they were going to the offices. So whatever you can do in Lagos, you can do the same in Offa, as an example. And that's where I come from. And you can do that in any other part of the world, because internet access is available everywhere. And that's all you need to be able to deliver on your job.
So is that what led to your latest project in Offa? Tell us about that.
No, so this is, it's always been my passion right from when I was a youth. And I've been fortunate and lucky to have worked in global organizations. And, all through, I was saying, I've traveled far and wide. I've been to all the major countries. I've put together solutions looking at global data centers in India, in Costa Rica, in Malaysia, in China, New Zealand, Argentina, Brazil, and I've traveled to all these places. And I said, why can we not do the same in Nigeria? I looked at all the solutions that's available in HP, where the last place I really worked at a global organization. And I said, we've got people in Nigeria. Nigeria should be one of the low-cost countries where we can do a lot of outsourcing. We should be able to have a global data center, at least for HP, for IBM, for Facebook, for Oracle in Nigeria, not just like consuming, not just pushing things to us, doing marketing. Our people are running around doing marketing for them and just selling to the public, and they're making a lot of money without really leaving the technology behind for us to understand and be able to participate. So I looked at the solution because I was doing that, and I was helping Indians, helping the people from South America and all the people, and I said, well, there's no one in Nigeria. So where does it leave us? So in my mind, I said, let's go and start up things like global data centers in Nigeria, in Africa, and start providing services to the rest of the world. And that was one of the major reasons why I said, okay, we must actually do something. I got to Nigeria and people were talking about innovation hubs. I said, well, they're all the same thing. Whether we call it global delivery center, or we call it global data center, or we call it innovation hub, the fact is we are grooming youth to be able to understand the underlying technology and be able to apply it and make money out of it from their companies, have startups grow with that, and be able to contribute to the economy of Nigeria. And I was really glad I saw a couple of companies already doing that, but it's there in small scale, in piecemeal, or having the innovation hubs would be a way to go. And where I started Harmony Innovation Hub in Abuja, and in partnership with Harmony Worldwide Inc. in Canada. And then I joined ISN, that's the Innovation Support Network, which really exposed me to all the hubs that we have in Nigeria, the major ones. Then we started discussing within the community. I said, that's where I've been trying to go. I don't want to do it on my own. I would like to have it as a community thing, because once you have a community project, everybody rallies around you. People that understand it will come to you and will contribute. People that do not understand it will support you and bring people there. And they will contribute both financially, morally, as well as otherwise. So that's what we see. One innovation hub in offer, which one is not just one as a one figure, it's offer and environs.
So tell me, what is the vision of the One Innovation Hub in offer? What is the vision?
One Innovation Hub started from a concept of transforming offer into a commercial smart city. So the commercial smart city concept is built of 5 pillars. One is to have it as an agri center. The other one is to have it as a polymer-based ventures environment. We've got it to have focus on solid minerals ventures. We've got the creative industry venture as well. And the last one, which is the innovation, bringing the youth together, is the One Innovation Hub that we just started. So we started One Innovation Hub to serve as the foundation of going towards being a commercial smart city. And that's the division that we've got. And we have a timeline of 10 years to do this. As part of it, we've now defined the global strategy for One Innovation Hub. And the strategy has got about 3 major phases. First phase is to be able to train at least 60,000 people over a period of 3 years. The second phase is the incubation to incubate up to 5,000. We want to be aggressive about it. And the third one is for us to now have acceleration of these companies and be able to employ people that will be working locally or providing services globally, up to 25,000 at least. And it's going to be a ripple effect, because the more people you employ, the more they grow the economy of the city, the more they grow the economy of the nation, and on and on. So that's the kind of overall concept that we have for the hub.
Well, Taufik, thank you to you and your team for taking that, to offer. It's a great development, and we hope that more people will follow suit, so that more young people outside of, the key cities of Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt will also have get a chance to also try to innovate. So thank you very much, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, CFA. We're waiting for you to come over and see what we're doing there. I'm sure you'll be blown away.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye now.
I've been chatting with Taufik Olatinwo, coordinator, One Innovation Hub, located in Offa, Kwara State, who believes that supporting hubs outside the key cities is indeed a smart thing to do. Every young Nigerian cannot move to Lagos or Abuja, so it's a no-brainer for us to ensure that those who choose to remain in other parts of the country also have a chance to thrive, serve clients across the world, and also earn foreign exchange. Hopefully, more communities can emulate this. That's it for our show for today. You can watch these and previous editions of the show on Channels TV, YouTube, or cfablog.ng. For Tech Trends, I'm Chukwemeka Agbata.